Although edited for television, tonight's thriller contains scenes of suspense and violence which may be unsuitable for young viewers. Parental discretion is advised.
State-of-the-art Japanese animation.
Welcome to the Otaku Host Club Podcast. I, of course, am Amelia, and I'm always joined here with Geoff and Dan. Say hi, guys.
Hello. Welcome.
Hi.
Yay. So before we get into... Oh my God, okay.
Changes everything.
So
it's a wild new dynamic.
It is. Well, because we've been doing a lot of collab work, and I don't want to subject our fellow podcasters to being on video if they don't want to be. So we're it's just us today, just the three of us, you know, no special friends. But
I'm just concerned because I spend a lot of time picking my nose and scratching my face. I really got to consciously think about what I'm doing.
Well, I don't think there's been any comments about that, so I think you're good for now.
I think
but before we get into whatever it is that we're doing today, because you know, we've been doing a lot of collab work, and you know, collab work means we've got to watch a lot of anime. So for this episode, we're taking a more chill approach. We're just going to be talking about like whatever the fuck we want to talk about, baby.
Open relationships.
Okay, all right, Dan.
I know. I like wasted everyone's time complaining about my relationship problems. For like
not wasted. I love talking to you about your relationship stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not a waste because you guys are my friends.
Yes, exactly.
But also, yeah. Now we're trying to keep our podcast on topic.
Yes.
It's a conscious decision.
Yeah.
I'll shut up now.
Okay, so before we get started, there's a couple things that I want to talk about. First off, shouts out to Lady Loveroll, who has joined our Discord. And if you don't know, that's Christella from our Yasuke episode. So everybody go have a chat with Christella if you want to talk about anime. She has been super friendly and welcoming. And I, for one, love that she's in our Discord now because people talk to me.
I love it too.
Yeah, she's so nice. I love you, Christella.
Thanks for bringing her on board, Dan.
The pleasure's all mine. It has truly warmed my heart to watch Christella blossom into our friend group and be more proactively involved and expanding our own social networks. Yeah, this is good.
And a couple other things, if you haven't listened to it by now, we were on the Anime Brothers podcast for a rousing discussion of who is the best antagonist in shonen. So go ahead and check that out on Spotify and I think wherever else you listen to podcasts. I think it's everywhere.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't spoil the ending.
Yeah, don't spoil it, Dan.
We can say it's not Frieza.
And I don't know, I think it's not going to be out by the time this video, or oh my god, I said video instead of podcast. Okay, I don't think it's going to be
we're
out.
YouTube people, man.
I know, it's weird. I don't think the episode's going to be out, but in the future, as of this recording, we will be on the Otaku Melancholy podcast talking about the Junji Ito collection for an Animisery episode. So get ready for that one. I tried to watch that when it aired and got 5 episodes in and dropped the shit out of it. So it's been fun rewatching that.
Mm-hmm.
I watched an episode at a friend's house. Not good. Geoff was going to say something.
Well, just it'll be a good follow-up to our previous episode, our Junji Ito episode, where we reviewed Uzumaki, Gyo, and I'm dropping a blank on the other one. It's not important.
It isn't important. Just kidding. But there's also a 13th episode like OVA that isn't attached to the series that is also more Tomie like animation. If y'all didn't check that out, you could.
I'm aware
Yeah.
of it.
And you know, we're gonna start doing some watch party stuff all up in our Discord. So if you want to come and hang out and watch some anime with us and Christella, and talk to Christella, I'm super excited about the watch party just because I get to talk to Christella more. But so we're gonna do the Wonder Egg OVA episode. We're gonna start with that. Maybe I can get some people on board for some JoJo's, maybe 2 episodes a week kind of thing.
Yes. I'm ready for that.
But yeah, so if you want to come and watch anime with us, hop into our Discord. The links are in the show notes of wherever you're listening to this on. It's on our website. Come talk anime with us, or just come and watch, put us on mute, you know?
Yeah, I really want to do a Legends of the Galactic Heroes watch party, but I've been contemplating whether this is really more like me publicly watching Legends of the Galactic Heroes.
With commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no commentary over Legends of the Galactic Heroes.
Okay.
Ain't nobody
We're silent?
interrupting.
Okay.
Silent. You
We're
need
silent.
all attention, focus, you know, on a show like
and
that.
then hour-long discussion after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's ideal. There's probably about an hour's worth of things to say about each given episode.
All right. I've told you before, I will be the tech person. I will I will show up. But organization's all you, bud.
Yeah. I can handle it. That sounds good.
Maybe we'll get Brad to come in too.
Yeah. I think it'd be one of those things where we start with, 3 or 4 people, and then it's literally just Dan watching to the end. And we'll see his reaction, see each episode like on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Like, it's like slow TV. Yeah, like
that's going to be our Patreon bonus content is me watching Legend of the Galactic Heroes, explaining why exactly this is cool and interesting.
You just hear the 30-minute episode and then Dan's commentary after.
Yeah. Probably about quarter of the time is me crying and blubbering.
But yeah, that's all the announcements I had, guys, so we can get into it.
All right, so this is not a normal episode in that we are not reviewing anything.
Yeah, we said there's way too much stuff for us to watch. Can we have one episode where we don't watch anything?
Yeah, I'm just totally off the beaten path. I've been having I have not watched any anime in over a week, probably. Probably just a full week. I have not watched any anime.
Oh, you know what we can do? What's Dan eating segment now on video? Because what you eating over there, Dan?
Gummy chicken feet. And I've been having Dawson's Creek playing in perpetuity on my TV. I just let it keep running 24/7, even when I'm asleep.
So I asked earlier if they were peach rings. Do they taste like peach?
No.
Oh.
They taste like chicken feet.
No, they don't. Do they have bones in it? Do they have bones?
No, they don't got bones. Chicken feet don't have bones in them anyway. It's just cartilage.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Eating the ear.
So these chicken feet do not actually taste like chicken feet, but they don't have a strong fruit taste. They just kind of taste weird. Like when we busted these out at Hannah's house on Friday night, and she had, we had some friends over and we were all chilling. He's got a very mediocre response out of people. I think nobody really knew what to make out of it.
They should have been peach rings.
Yeah, but you can get a peach ring at a grocery store, or like at 7-Eleven or something. Like peach rings are good, but how often do you see gummy chicken feet?
Only if Jelly Belly had a chicken feet flavored Jelly Belly flavor.
Oh, okay.
I would get on that.
I'm down for that. I like the.
I'm down for that. That sounds like something they would do too. To be honest, don't they have? They have like all sorts of weird flavors.
Well, they have they have the Harry Potter versions of all the nasty stuff.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bertie Bott's butter beans. I don't know what it's called.
I remember buttered popcorn. Buttered popcorn was a flavor that people generally didn't like, but I always thought was good. Anyway, yeah, what are you guys watching?
Well, there's a long list, which is kind of goes into what we were going to have an episode, mind you, of seasonal stuff, like a seasonal wrap up, but we've basically canned an idea, and we're going to pick our favorite, well, maybe not all our favorites, but basically an anime that's everyone's been talking about, and Vivi is one of the most popular shows this season. So we'll tackle that in a future episode. So yeah, I've been watching Vivi. I have not caught up. I think it just finished this week, right, Amelia?
I think the 12th episode aired this week.
12th episode.
Or 10th, one of those. It's almost done. It's got like 2 weeks left.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm on episode 10, I believe.
Samesies.
And we've had opposite reactions to this
Oh, that's
show,
another
opinions.
announcement. So if you hear some stuff happening in the background of mine and Geoff's audio, super sorry, but his roof over the deck collapsed this week.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And they've been fixing it all weekend.
Tough.
Yeah, this is the roof that hangs off the back porch patio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a fire escape, basically.
Yeah, did the patio survive? Fire escape?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The roof is
kind of just like slanted, leaned down, and then they were like, "Oh shit, let's get some 2x4s and prop it up."
Yeah, if I were to walk out my door on that day, my head would hit the deck, basically. Where the door, the top of the door is. Mm-hmm.
Right.
But yeah. So Vivi, we have opposite opinions. I feel like I don't know what happened. I keep saying this, but I think I'm broken this season.
Yeah, it's not a divisive season. Would you say that this season? So I'm not a seasonal watcher. So when I came into this season, I was surprised in a way that there was a lot of sci-fi anime and popular ones at that. Mm-hmm. Is that normal?
I think it just depends. Like, I think we are coming off of like an isekai boom where there was usually like mostly isekais, and now we're getting into while there are still a lot of isekais, we're getting into more like serious or like different genres that are coming out because people don't want to see the same thing like all the time. But I will say, like, for this season, there's like 2 of everything, like every kind of genre, and one of them is good and one of them is not. So like, and I just think I have a wrong opinion about Vivi, so I can't even comment. But yeah, the thing about this season is it is packed with anime. Like, there are so many anime to watch. It's kind of like you're missing out already because there's absolutely no way for you to watch every single thing that is popular and that people are excited about, because people are like excited about a lot of things.
Like To Your Eternity.
Yeah, which also I have a wrong opinion about. So
I'm excited about that. I watched 2 episodes with my dad when I was back in Baltimore, and yeah, we both liked it a lot. Thought it was great.
Oh yeah, shout out to Patrick. We went to Bingo World. Take me back, please.
I know. I cannot fucking believe that my dad won right off the jump.
That's Bingo amazing.
World. We all went to Bingo World for my birthday, and my dad's coming off a 2-win streak at the bingo at the old folks' home where my grandma lives. So I was like, "Oh, you got to come with us, and we'll like capitalize on your good luck." And indeed, literally the first game of bingo he won. I could not fucking believe it, and I always. It literally leaves me speechless.
Dan's literally speechless over there, guys.
I'm short circuiting. It's one of the top 10 craziest things I've ever seen. And it continually befuddles me that Eric and I can go probably once a month for years at a time, and we never win shit. But every so often we bring somebody with us and they win. Why is that?
Oh,
Why did Sas win when we brought him? Why did my dad win when we brought him?
I love that your dad winning bingo makes the top 10 most craziest things you've ever seen. That sentiment just like kills me.
It's tough to win those games of bingo.
I know. It's just like, when you say it out loud, it's one of those things that sounds crazy.
It's like getting struck by lightning. Like who? Yeah, okay. Supposedly that happens to thousands of people. But
well,
who are
it didn't happen.
People?
It didn't happen to anybody in our warehouse, but at work, lightning struck and like set a fire off.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It was really bad.
Shit.
So
there was literally like Thomas, this boy that we work with, he was showing us a map of like the lightning strike downs, and like the cluster was like right over top of our warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I was sitting in the break room eating lunch, and I hear multiple lightning strikes getting closer and closer, and there was a loud clap, like it sounded like it was in the warehouse, and all I hear is and everyone was like turns their head like, who the fuck was that? And we thought it was this dude Rob that likes to be a little crazy at times, and it was Amelia screaming. Yo. And mind you, the break room is probably at least 15-20 feet from the warehouse.
Right.
Yo, that was the scariest moment of my entire life. I thought lightning literally struck right behind me.
Damn.
Like that was the loudest clap of thunder I have ever heard in my entire life.
So what causes all the lightning to strike down on the warehouse? Does the warehouse like have a giant metal rod shooting up the top or something?
I mean, yeah. All the electricity goes to the top of the building, right?
Yeah, and there's the framing rafters or whatever you want to call it.
There's a lot of metal
on the roof. Yeah, I haven't been on the roof, but there is a giant fan that circulates.
Well,
but it's basically created cinders and sparked the lint that's on the roof, and like apparently it like came down and was quite
yeah.
exciting.
I didn't see that part. Tom just like ran back to the back. Was like told everyone to stop their press, and then I was like thinking about it. And Bev's like, stop touching anything, like stop touching anything, because literally everything in there is metal.
Yeah.
But I think that specific, whatever happened, there was a storm coming from the north and a storm coming from the south, and they combined, and it just made a clusterfuck.
Supercell.
Yeah. Yo, that was so scary.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Oh yeah, seasonal anime.
Towards your eternity.
Okay. Yeah. And bingo. To your eternity. I've almost caught up with that. I'm actually really I got a soft spot for that show. It is weird. I think there's some elements that don't necessarily work, but I think the mood of it is really what gets me.
I think there's a lot of anime logic that I need to just like brush to the side to enjoy it. And I think that coming off of Yasuke, I'm like, no, absolutely not.
They're explaining things very slowly, and this is a slow burn in my opinion. And they're explaining why things are happening later on in the season. So we'll have to see how that ends.
I watched 5 episodes and I was like, okay, I guess I should have given it. I should have given it one more, because if you're doing the rule of 3 for a 24 episode anime, would be 6 episodes instead of 3 episodes, because we got to get started. But yeah,
I don't know what the manga community thinks about this show, the show in comparison. But I'm curious.
I really like the manga art.
Yeah, me too.
And then I watched the anime.
Another popular one was Tokyo Avengers.
Oh, fuck me up with that, fam. I fucking love Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, my opinion of it is changing a little bit. In that I really don't like the animation in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually looked at the manga character designs and even the way it's drawn in there, and they're actually pretty similar, but not a big fan of the artwork. But the characters are captivating, so I'll keep watching it to the end.
I think so the anime, I feel like, just like waters the characters down a little bit, because I read, I think, up to the 5th volume before it aired, and then I heard it was getting an adaptation, and I was like, let me wait for the anime, because I preferably would like to watch the anime before I would read a manga. But I feel like there's like a level of like coolness that gets like taken away from the anime to the manga. Like in the manga they look a little bit more like badass and cool, and like they could actually like fight and like hurt someone, where in the anime everyone kind of looks like really soft and like they shouldn't be fighting. But
yeah, what I don't like about it is the fact that they're middle school kids. I don't buy it. I don't buy that shit. They're supposed to be gangs and like in middle school. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, we live in a city where that is completely, feasible and realistic. But as a lot of cities are. But as a form of survival in Japan, I don't know. I mean, Japan's not like, doesn't have a large history of racial instability and
they only let like what 5% of non-native Japanese people into the country per year to live anyway.
Right. Like, what are they upset about, really?
Isn't anime logic always, though, that middle schoolers are basically high schoolers are basically college kids, and college kids are basically adults?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's true. I think Great Teacher Onizuka is a better delinquent show as an anime, but I guess we could probably do a whole thing, talk about delinquent anime and in anime.
Yeah, that'd be fucking great. Also, I want to point out that I know Onizuka really had the hots for the other teacher, but even if it's scandalous, I am really shipping him and the blonde student girl that had different colored eyes.
Okay.
That is my preferred couple for Onizuka.
All right. Keep that in mind when I watch it.
Let it be known. Yeah, let it be known.
Jan ships it.
I ship it.
I love when you mix in some internet slang into your language. I love it so much.
I am hip, my fellow kids.
You'd be a hip teacher, Dan. Great teacher, Dan.
What else have you been watching?
I finished.
Okay, go ahead, Dan.
I finished Gundam Build Divers or Gundam Build Fighters.
The bad one is
supposed to.
Fighters, right?
I finished. Okay, then it was Gundam Build Divers, because after Matt brought that up the last time we were all hanging out, I double checked, and it was the good one that I was watching. I was surprised because it was not good. For being the good one. I did not think this was good.
Well, also, I don't know if we can trust your opinion, because you like the original Full Metal Alchemist instead of Brotherhood, which is apparently the wrong opinion.
Yeah, I know that's a.
I don't know if we can
opinion.
Trust you.
Yeah, you can trust me on this. Does anybody like? I find it hard to believe that anyone over the age of like 14 would really find the show to be emotionally engaging.
Who, the fighters? Gundam Fighters?
Gundam Build Fighter.
Yeah, it's for kids, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so. That was not completely apparent to me until I was a couple episodes in.
And then you stuck with it.
Yeah, or rather, let me reframe that. I did not realize prior to starting this show that it was supposed to be a show for little kids. I did find things entertaining about it. Like the kind of like the fight scenes were not well choreographed, but there were elements about them that I thought were entertaining. And obviously it's very it's chock full of Gundam references that make it rewarding to watch if you are a longtime fan of the franchise. Like if seeing the Gundams from Turn A Gundam pop up on screen are going to make you go, oh, it's so cool, there's Gundams from Turn A Gundam, then it's a rewarding watch and on that level. But as a story in and of itself, it was very mundane genre exercise type of tournament show, and was not particularly well written or particularly engrossing. I thought there were things it could have done to make it more interesting. I think if they had utilized Reiji's history in Astoria, or if they had utilized Sayori's dad in different ways, these could have been more interesting angles to introduce into the show. But it's a show for little kids in the end, so not that interesting. Not recommended.
Speaking of Gundam, they do have Mobile Suit Gundam 83, the Afterglow of Zeon on YouTube for free. I have not watched this movie, but I've watched the OVAs. I think this is just a condensed version of the OVAs. I'm still kind of curious to watch it because I think they added some extra animation in some parts.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say. Or are we saving that one for the news section?
I also thought this was going to be a different Gundam drop.
I was going to hold off on this.
Oh, okay. We're holding off.
Little announcement. Yeah.
Don't spoil it. That's for the news section.
Okay. My mouth is full
of chicken feet. Have you been keeping up with Super Cub, Geoff?
Yeah, I have. It's one of the only shows I've been watching every week.
Oh, nice.
Not that it's super, engaging or anything story-wise, but I have a really soft spot for the characters. I got my, I'm returning back to my old self with the Moe, the Moe style characters.
Yeah, I feel like this season, I don't know if the animes are good or if the characters I'm attached to. Because if I think about everything that I'm watching, there's a couple things that I think are flat out bangers, and I think everybody should watch them. But for the most part, I feel like everything's kind of mid. It's just that I'm really drawn to specific characters from anime that make me want to watch and see where they're going. Does that make sense?
Yeah, there's a certain level of investment that I think is needed to watch multiple shows and to continuously follow the plots. It is challenging, and I don't. Like when we do reviews of a show and that's all I'm watching is that show, I feel more invested in that show, if that makes sense. And then and then especially if it's already been out for a while, and then you can kind of watch it in 2-3 episode segments if you want, and kind of binge it and just kind of get lost and wrapped up in it. Versus weekly, or I'll just watch it when I can watch it. Watch an episode here, watch an episode there. I don't know if that informs your viewing style or.
Yeah, I do understand what you mean. I'm used to trying to watch kind of a morning show, an afternoon show, and an evening show. So there's a limit to the specific, as you described, there's a limit to the level of emotional investment you get when you're consuming a couple different things concurrently, spreading your attention, spreading your emotional investment, across multiple things. And as you say, if there's one that seriously captures my interest and I just can't put it down, this happens to me a lot with One Piece, then everything else will fall by the wayside, and I will just watch just one and only show. But I do think there's also something to be said for recurrence. I thought about that a lot when I was watching Legends of the Galactic Heroes, because I stuck at a very specific 2 episodes every evening, the entire way through, 4 if it was a weekend or I didn't have anything going on that night. But I never like marathon through 10 or 12 episodes at once the way that I would with One Piece. And I think there's a lot to be said for building relationships with shows and with media, with characters, just by continually going back to them, building them into your daily routine. And I think when you marathon through something, you put all of your focus on this one show, and you like kind of put it becomes less about the show becoming, weaving into your daily routine, and more about your daily routine bending so that you can really dive into the show. And I think that creates a different kind of emotional relationship than like every evening I see what's up with Reinhardt and Yang, so yeah. And I think some shows benefit more from this, like some shows work better in one way, some shows work better in another way. I think you get more out of Legends of the Galactic Heroes watching 2 episodes at a time rather than trying to marathon through it. I think you get more out of One Piece by watching 10 or 12 episodes and marathoning through it real quick than trying to watch 2 episodes at a time where not very much happens in any one specific given episode.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. So who are you attached to? Who are you invested in, Amelia? Characters.
I love everyone from Zombieland Saga. Have you guys is that on your radar, Zombieland Saga?
On my radar, yeah.
I've only watched 3 episodes of the original. I just started it to catch up so we can talk about it, Amelia.
The second season has made me cry basically every episode. I just think about all of these girls and their past lives and how they overcame in their past lives and their death, and then like how far they've come as a group and individually, and I think about where they were and where they're going to be in the future, and I just feel like a proud mom. And they're just so cute, and I'm so excited. I think as of recording, there's 2 episodes left in the season, and it's going to be their revenge concert. So the second season starts off with them failing on this like big live like arena concert. And this entire season, they've been trying to like build back up their like status in the town that they live in, so that people will take them seriously again. And now they're like about to redo basically the concert that they bombed in the beginning. So I am really excited.
Yeah, I'm liking it a lot more than I thought it would the first season.
Mm-hmm. I think if you're watching the first season and you're not enjoying their dance numbers, like it gets better in the second season. It's kind of like taking a Bang Dream approach. Like the animators haven't figured out how bodies move in 3D in the first season, but the second season it's so much better. Everyone like moves in sync, or like they don't move in sync because like they're like learning a dance, and they're not in sync yet. But the movements in their performances later on are in like the second season are so good. Like, oh my gosh, so good. Ugh.
Would you call this an idol show? Is it an idol show at its core?
At its core, probably not, because because they focus a lot on each individual member, a lot more than idol shows that I've seen. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm like an idol fanatic. Like I've only seen like 2 idol shows, which one of is Zombieland Saga, and then the other is like Love Live, the newest Love Live season that aired last year. But I think it takes a more slice of life approach about these zombies and how they have to hide who they are, and how they are coming to terms with being dead and like getting a chance to relive a life that they didn't think that they didn't. Well, I guess they didn't think that they didn't have it, but what am I trying to say here? I don't fucking know. It's slice of lifey with the idol shows, and then them being idols is like a secondary factor that like drives the plot.
Right. Yeah. I really like the character designs. I got a soft spot. They're very, very distinct, each one of them.
I was saying the other day that I think that the what's his name? The producer, Tatsumi. I think he should have not hid the fact that they were zombies. I think they should have came out as zombies and been that was their like gimmick, that they were like zombie idols. So then he wouldn't have had to like put makeup on them all the time. But I guess that would probably not make as much conflict as the show, like what the show portrays. But yeah.
Yeah, that voice actor, Mamoru Miyano.
Oh,
damn, he just
he kills
he's
it.
my favorite character, I think, in the show.
Yeah, I think his voice acting alone carries the show.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite girl so far?
Probably because I've only spent the most time with the main character.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sakura. Yeah, so I think for that reason I think I like her the most. But the girl Tay, the gothic girl, is kind of cool.
Oh, the one that just eats squid the whole time?
Yeah.
She becomes like a joke character because she didn't fully turn. Didn't fully get her brain back. I love Sakura. She's my favorite. She just like pushes the other girls. She's kind of like everyone else's like, what do you call it, cheerleader. She's like very driven because she didn't get a chance to be an idol when she was alive. She was about to try out to be an idol because an idol group had an opening for auditions that she was practicing for, so she didn't get a chance to be an idol. And she's learning from all the other girls who have been in like the entertainment industry and who have been idols specifically. And I feel like she just really like pushes the girls to be like really positive all the time and brings them to, I guess, like picks them up when they're feeling down about whatever they're going through that episode. I just love her so much. And I feel like she makes the most improvement over the course of the series. So yeah, I love her. I love her so much. But I feel like that's the basic answer on that one. Of course, I like the pink-haired Sakura character. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right up your alley, right?
Yeah.
Anything else we've been watching?
I haven't been really watching. I mean, I've been catching up with seasonal or staying up to date with seasonals, but I haven't really been like watching anything too hard. I did start JoJo. I don't know what I was going to talk about that. I did start JoJo. I got to episode like 10, I think, up into the second part. It's good.
Hell yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I really want there to be some kind of like we were saying earlier, like watch party or something, so that I have to watch a certain amount of episodes per week, because with all the seasonal stuff and all the podcast stuff, like things that I'm watching for those, like I feel like I don't have any time to watch anything that I actually want to watch. Like I have to carve out time. I have to be like, okay, bitch, like fucking watch JoJo right now, like, and watch 4 episodes so that you stay like you're like you remember where you are. I want some kind of like maybe I'll do a watch party, but I want some kind of like.
You need to adopt Dan's method of an episode a day.
Well, yeah, I try to, but then like I'm watching, like I'll like there'll be like a seasonal that I'm like 5 episodes behind on. So I'll watch 1 episode every day at lunch and then I'm caught up with that one kind of thing. And then yeah. I say that the season's mediocre and there's like I'm watching like 11 shows, I think. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Mediocre. I don't know. I feel like I'm just getting attached to certain characters and I want to see where they are. I've been reading a lot of manga though, because manga is the one thing that I can do where I don't have to like, I'm not reading something for a review. I'm not like, I'm not like having to watch or read anything. Like it's just something that I can be like, okay, I'm chilling out. I'm not consuming anything. My eyes don't need to look at a screen right now. So I read the first 2 volumes of Sweat and Soap. Syrups in our Discord has been reading that or has that or whatever and recommended it, and now I'm hooked. The premise is really, I think, kind of cringy when you say it out loud. So it's about a girl who works at a soap making company. She works in finance, and there's like a wonderkin like scent maker that smells her. Oh, and she sweats a lot. That's her thing. Is like she profusely sweats. So her outfits and everything she does throughout the day is so that she can go to the bathroom and like wipe up and like change her shirt because she sweats through her shirt. And she's really self-conscious about it because she's gotten bullied for it, obviously, as someone who sweats a lot would probably get bullied for. But this man all of a sudden comes up and like starts sniffing her, and he's like, "Oh my God, you smell so good." You know, like sniffing, like getting all up in her business, like at work, like sexy time, all up in that business. And then they start dating. So but yeah, she's really like soft-spoken and like inclusive, or like not inclusive, whatever, you know.
Yeah, she lets the scent do the talking for her.
Yes, and she's like really into scents though. She's like, I love your work. I love all of the soaps that you make, the scent, and she like describes the scents in like ultimate detail. And the premise sounds stupid and cringy, but like I started reading it and it's fucking cute as shit.
Yeah, it sounds awesome to me.
And they're sexy times.
Yeah. Are these real adults now? These
are actual adults. These are these are salary people, or what is salary man and woman.
Okay, so I keep thinking watakoi. That's the first thing that pops in my mind. If that had like a sort of fetish element to it.
Yes. If it wasn't about otaku, it would be about soap and one girl profusely sweating all the time.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
It's really cute. I was at the mall and I was at Books A Million, and I was like, okay, I'm getting Sweat and Soap today. That's what I'm getting. And so I had volumes 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in my hand. And I was like, bitch, you could not spend $50 on manga right now. Put it back. Like, what happens if you don't like it? And then you have all of these volumes, minus the third one, that you just spent so much money on. So I just picked up the first 2 volumes, and I was like, I can just get the rest on Amazon later if I want to read it. And I loved it so much. I went on Amazon as soon as I was finished reading, and you can't even buy the 3rd volume. It's like on back order. So like,
random.
I know, right? And I got 3 and 4. That's what I ordered that time, because I'm like, okay, you can order 2 at a time. That's all you need to. You don't need to be having 4 books in queue. Okay, like, you don't even read that much. So I'm waiting for volume 3 because I'm staring at volume 4. Like, I want to read you so bad, but I can't.
Something to be said about being only into manga, or you just buying. It's like the old days of buying physical copies of anime, because you know, with manga you want the physical tactileness of manga, and like if I only just bought and read manga, then I would be so excited just to have like something like this. I just finished the Berserk, the first volume of the omnibus.
Nice. Hell
yeah. A big ass bam copy.
Yeah, which weighs, I don't know, like 5 pounds at least.
Oh, you're getting a workout while you're
10
reading.
pounds. Yeah, I gotta like, I was laying in bed with it and it like keeps falling on me. Like, I have to like turn the page with like, like wake up, Kara. It's just next to me.
I've also been reading Dead Demons Destruction. If you
Is literally the title of it.
Yeah, that's the actual title, and it's so fucking cute. I had to read it. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're about, but I'm reading you. Thank you. But it's about this so in the future, I think it's in the future. There's like a spacecraft that like hovers over Tokyo. It's like huge. It looks like the Star Wars thing where it's like huge. It's like an alien spacecraft, and they keep sending down like little alien spacecrafts. But nobody knows where it came from, and this like event happened like 3 years in the past. So this thing has been up in the sky for like 3 years, and people are adapting to daily life with aliens above their head. And it kind of seems like there's some kind of like virus situation going on, because there's like one of the moms wears like goggles and a mask even inside their house, and she's like, aren't you guys afraid that you're gonna get polluted and you're gonna catch this thing? I've only read like the first 3 or 4 chapters, so I'm not like super far into it, but yeah, it's really cool.
Ooh,
And
I'm looking at some of the panels from the manga. The artwork looks really good.
yeah,
Pretty detailed.
I wanted to read it, one, because of the title, because like if y'all want to know anything about me when I pick manga, it's solely because of the title and or the cover art. Like if you got both of those things down, like I'm picking you up. But also there's a girl, one of the main girls has like really big thick eyebrows and twin tails, and I was like, okay, that girl got eyebrows like me. I need to read this. She's super cute. I want to know what's happening. And she's got like cute little like barrettes in her hair too. And she at one point there's something has like crashed out of the sky, and the newscasters are like reporting on it, and she gets behind the newscaster and like does a double piece in front of like the TV, and then her friends like watching the news at the time, she's like, oh my god, that's her with doing double piece. So she's really cute. And yeah.
Their noses are drawn really they kind of like throwback 60s era manga.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's cool.
Cool. I got Satoshi. Go ahead.
I watched the first 2 Patlabor movies recently.
Oh yeah.
I still got to watch the third one. When I watch the third one, I will have made my way through the entire franchise.
Damn. Don't put it on your Mal yet.
I already did.
Oh,
Too late.
Yeah, but so first 2 movies I thought were both great, but I was not exactly shocked because I knew about this going into it, but I was intrigued by the enormous change in tone from the movies to the TV show, maybe to the OVA too. The OVA and TV show are more close in terms of vibe and atmosphere. And this is something that you and I talked about over text, Geoff, and it's interesting to me that it's basically the same team that is making the TV show, the OVAs, and the movies, and they just choose to make the movies so much more serious and dark. I'm hesitant to say edgy because it's not actually edgy, but it's like more heavy-handed than the TV show, which is a little bit more slice of daily life. It's got serious parts, but it's generally speaking pretty fun, kind of silly sometimes. There's no silliness in the movies. And I was thinking about how when we think about anime franchises, and then I guess any media franchise in general, a lot of times, each given author that contributes to the franchise has their own vision of what the franchise ought to be like. That like, we have silly Gundam shows, we have, serious Gundam shows, we have action Gundam shows, we have drama Gundam shows, but they're all made by different people. I am not sure if there's another big franchise that has so many different component pieces made by the same people that have such totally different approaches to how the franchise should be like. It's not like there were multiple people coming in Patlabor being like, I think Patlabor should be like this, I think Patlabor should be like that. There's like one main guy that came up with the idea that was like, Patlabor can be like this or it could be like that, and having that kind of open-mindedness, yeah, I think it's very interesting.
Yeah, I can't think of any. I mean, there's definitely some longer running shows that have had. I mean, One Piece has so many movies. Dragon Ball's got a lot of movies, but for the most part, they all feel like the base TV show, right? Just with higher quality animation.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second, I mean, even going from the first Pat Labor movie to the second one, there is a contrast between those as well. I mean, the first one's still a little bit lighthearted, but the second one is just complete. It's like the ending of the OVA series that we reviewed.
Yeah.
That last episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or the second to last episode, rather. It's like a two-parter. And the tone is completely different. It's basically like a live action art house style of movie. Think of like even Jinro sort of has that vibe as well.
It's very similar to the original Ghost in the Shell movie in terms of the cinematography of it, and that really leapt out to me this time around. The kinds of things that are made in Ghost in the Shell, the shots of like not exactly still background shots, but like slowly panned landscape shots with kind of traditional music to it, or like some element of traditional kind of rhythmic music to it. Those are really iconic in Ghost in the Shell movie, and you see that style and that idea start to percolate in the Pat Labor movie. Kind of interesting. Yeah. Sorry, you were going to say, Geoff.
Well, no, just the heavy-handedness is Mamoru Oshii. That's his doing, and I know for a fact that he does all the storyboarding for the movies. And I think if you were to look at the storyboards, they're almost identical to what you're seeing on the screen. And I think just like, if they're doing the storyboards, they also do all the timing on the storyboards. So they'll be like, all right, click and see how long each scene is and each take is.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's just doing that on purpose, intentionally, these small like pans, or long pans, I should say. And like, you don't see that, and you see it in film as an auteur, like someone like Tarantino is going to have the same heavy-handedness in his movies that no one else is going to, and that doesn't always happen in anime as a medium. But maybe like Monogatari, does that work in that? Does that apply to the author who made this the series?
I think so, especially with the new anime that's airing this season, Pretty Boy Detective Club. You can tell right off the bat, the way it's filmed, the way it's edited, it's a Nisio Isin work. Even if it's like, I know he does Bakemonogatari and all of the monster stories. I know he does Katanagatari, which is like about the samurai, and now he's doing a school anime about middle school detectives boys. Like across the board, I feel like you can tell when it's his work because he has a specific hand, and he gets the same people to animate it. He gets the same directors to direct it, that kind of thing.
They actually look like middle school kids.
Rarity.
They do.
Yeah, so I hope you like the third movie, Dan. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but I think
I'll watch it this coming week.
All right, do we want to jump in the news?
Yeah, let's get some news going here.
Going back to Gundam, right?
Okay, we're gonna shuffle back to Gundam.
We're doing a Gundam. If you a Gundam fan, you're gonna love this news. Hathaway's movie is coming out on Netflix.
On the Netflix.
It's gonna stream on Netflix. It opened June 11th in Japan, and we've been waiting for this shit forever. They keep pushing it back and delaying it.
Yeah, we've been waiting. Me
like
seeing
all
one
day.
Gundam.
It's
But what's cool about this one
Yeah.
is Netflix has exclusive streaming rights. That's the only place that you can watch it.
Yes. Do you think this is going to bring a lot of Netflix subscribers back or to Netflix? Who knows? Like 10 people who want to watch the movie.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is going to be I don't think this is going to be some turning point in the mainstreamness of Gundam.
Really? I don't know, because it's on Netflix now. They're gonna push it. They're gonna be ads,
Yeah.
And
Sure.
I don't need, you know me, y'all. I've only seen one Gundam, but I saw it and I was like, "Bitch, it looks cool. I might actually watch it."
Yeah, but there's not a lot of Gundam on Netflix. That's my point or my line of thought here is that even if Netflix people randomly watch Gundam Hathaway, there's not enough Gundam on Netflix to sustain, like a big investment in the franchise. And I'm not sure. You think that's going to change?
Well, I know there's news about the movies, the original Mobile Suit Gundam movies, the trilogy are going to be on Netflix now, along with Char's Counterattack.
So they're acquiring a lot of Gundam.
Right.
It's something, but it's not a lot. But it's
because a lot of Gundam is on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I timed my year of the Gundam incorrectly.
You did, because I mean the movies and Counterattack, they're pretty important to watch this new film Hathaway.
Wait, what do I have to watch? How many things? How many Gundams?
So 3 Gundam movies.
Okay, movies.
About an hour and a half, 2 hours long.
Okay, that's fine.
And then Char's Counterattack, it's a movie in about 2 hour runtime.
Okay. We should post that in the Discord so that I remember which movies I need to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie? Hathaway is a movie? Or is it a movie trilogy?
It's going to be a trilogy.
Okay, that's what I was
based off Tomino's stories, books, novels.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Storybooks.
Storybooks.
There's books of the written word.
Yeah. I don't think there's any graphics. No pictures here.
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
It looks a little...
No pictures.
No pictures? What you mean?
What you mean? What the fuck you mean?
I can't read.
Yeah.
Even Lord of the Rings had pictures.
Yeah. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, that's another big news item.
Anime adaptation.
What?
There's going to be a Lord of the Rings prequel anime. I'm serious.
Wait, what?
I'm serious.
Looking on my water.
Just choking over there.
It's a prequel. It's a prequel to the film trilogy, and I did not do a whole lot of reading about it. But I think
mean The Hobbit?
No.
Isn't The Hobbit the prequel?
Yes. It's
Okay.
a prequel to The Hobbit.
I'm just
Prequel.
I'm hoping I'm triggering.
It's a loose prequel, or like speaking about events that happened prior to these movies happening, rather than like historical events, rather than these specific characters.
Isn't it a fantasy story?
Like it's not like it's a prequel. Yes. It's not. So what I'm trying to say is it's not like a prequel story of Bilbo or Frodo or Gandalf or anything like that. It's just a different set of events that preceded the Hobbit and film trilogy.
Okay, now.
And I believe that this is taking some random ass war or conflict that is mentioned in the appendices of the original book trilogy and turning it into a full-fledged movie. It's an anime movie. It's directed by the guy that directed the Ghost in the Shell TV show, the original Ghost in the Shell TV show, which I think is one of the greatest anime of all time. That is an immaculate, perfect piece of work. So on the one hand, Lord of the Rings prequel anime, I do not want to see that. On the other hand, directed by the guy that did Ghost in the Shell standalone complex.
Kenji Kamiyama.
Yeah.
The
I'd be curious to
deadpannedness
see
that you
his work
said that
under whatever
statement
circumstance.
threw me.
But it's true. Who the fuck
I
wants
know.
to see that?
You're like Lord of the
And
Rings
it's
prequel
a
anime.
Brothers. Yeah, but it's Warner Brothers animation. So I wonder if they're gonna like have these, how we've been doing we've done Yasuke, and we've done like, Castlevania, and we've kind of.
You think it might be like that?
I don't know. I'm just.
It don't sound good.
I mean, I guess we'll find out.
It's one of those things where you hear it and you're like, why?
Yeah, totally. I see no reason for this to happen. Well, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, Warner Brothers, what's the fucking point? You made some money off Sweet Tooth, and now you think you can animate Lord of the Rings? Okay, get fucked.
Yeah, kind of. Is this supposed to be setting us up for the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV show?
Yeah, could be a tie-in or some sort of boost.
I mean, is this just we are trying to take Lord of the Rings franchise and forever grow and expand it the same way we do with Star Wars or with Star Trek? We just like keep making random shit, and Lord of the Rings is just going to be a franchise like that.
All right, let's drop some Gandalf origin stories here. Okay.
Yeah, I want to see more with the tree people.
Ah, yeah, tree people origin story. Bada bing, bada boom, wham bam. There you go.
I like the tree people. More tree people. The Ents, dude. The rise.
No one gives a fuck about the hobbits. Listen, we need to know about the tree people.
I need the Ents, man. When the Ents go nuts, fucking my heart soars. My adrenaline surges.
Frodo, shave your feet and get fucked. We care about the trees.
Yeah, the journey of the hobbits. I mean, the journey of the hobbits is great and all, but nothing gets me going like seeing them Ents be like, the Ents are off to war. I'm like, oh shit, the motherfucking Ents up in this shit, man.
Does this give excuse for them to make Avatar anime now? Not the OG Avatar, but the
blue people Avatar.
The blue, yes. Do we need that as an anime now?
The blue people Avatar is truly fascinating, right? That it like came into this world and became the #1 grossing movie of all time, and then just gracefully exited the stage without any subsequent activity or sequels or anything.
I've actually not seen any Avatar, like whatsoever. Blue people or otherwise. I've not seen any Avatar.
You haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender either? No. Oh, don't you think you should? It's amazing.
Should I?
It's a classic, a legend.
Yeah, so is Gurren Lagann, and I haven't seen that either. So is Cowboy Bebop. We've discovered this.
You haven't watched Cowboy Bebop?
No.
Is there?
How'd you manage to miss that one?
I like Siscon anime.
Well, okay. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah,
it's
Avatar.
Been years. It's been like 12 years since the last Avatar movie.
And it's blue people.
The blue people.
Yeah, and it was the highest. It's like still the highest grossing movie of all time or something. They never did anything else with it, and nobody cares about it. Like nobody
James
ever
Cameron
looks
just
back
said, "Bam, peace."
Yeah. It's very interesting, I think. And the way that like the #1 highest grossing movie of all time is fucking blue people Avatar, like literally no one gives a fuck about that. Why did so many people go to see that fucking movie? Like no one cares about it. It's not that great a movie. It had no cultural relevancy going forward. Like it's not some piece of pop culture. Like the only pop culture importance that it holds is that it's the #1 ranking high grossing movie. But it's like, why is it that one? It's so fucking random. Why did so many people go to see that movie? Why? I don't know. We'll never really know.
Conspiracy theory.
Damn it, James Cameron.
Yeah. You think they
He paid for likes.
I was gonna say, you think they bumped the numbers up, like they bumped the election numbers around?
Yeah.
It's all making sense.
We're off topic again. What's the news? What's the haps?
What are we talking about? What's happening in the goddamn news?
What is?
Mappa 10th anniversary stream. That's coming out
Oh, okay.
June 27th. 10 years of Mappa. I feel like it's been like 50 years of Mappa.
Literally. That's because they put out way too much animes.
They've got a lot of stuff.
But please don't stop, because I love Zombieland Saga and I want 80 more seasons.
Yes, and more Dorahedoro, please.
Yes. Yeah, that's
very much.
Yeah, for sure. The manga's finished. They might as well just adapt the whole thing.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, though, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, Mappa, if you're listening, we would like it, but please do it well. We don't want a God of High School situation on our hands. So
yeah, either do good or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because essentially, like, what else has Mappa done? They're
doing Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man, right?
Yeah, I think that's airing in fall.
Hmm.
Did they do no, never mind. I'm gonna stop myself right there. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna let people think that I thought differently. Moving on.
Beastars. Were you gonna say Beastars?
No, I was gonna say, didn't Mappa do Kobayashi's Dragon Maid? That's coming out next season. Bitch, no, they did not. It's Kyoto Animation. Get fucked. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. That's what I was saying in my head to myself.
Well, if there's not any other news, we can just do what we've been looking forward to, because all these things are coming down the pike.
They are. I did want to figure out when Chainsaw Man was airing, because I thought it was going to be summer, because I think I was promised summer, and I don't think it's going to be summer.
God damn.
I know.
Don't say winter.
Out here in Minneapolis, everyone I know that is into anime is waiting for Demon Slayer season 2.
I mean, like, yes, but it's not coming out till next year.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, winter 2022. As in, I think February.
Yeah.
January, right?
Like 3 seasons from now.
Oh, I thought it was coming out in November, December. Well, don't mind me. I'm always confused about everything.
It's in 3 months, 3-month increments. So January, February, March is winter. April, May, June is spring. July, August, September is summer, and then October, November, December is fall.
See, that's a month displaced from what I personally think of, because I think of winter as being December, January, and February, spring as being March, April, May, summer being June, July, August, fall being September, October, November.
When is Chainsaw Man coming out? Is it coming to Netflix? Is it Mappa? I swear this situation was happening this year. And if it ain't. So sorry. I had to. You can edit that.
Vicious.
Anime.
Yeah, I want to verify this Demon Slayer though release date. I don't want to get my dates mixed up. It does say so. I'm on Wikipedia, and this I hope that, so it says the second season will premiere 2021. What?
It's not on Mal, so I think the source is unreliable. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's why I'm scared to.
The first trailer for Chainsaw Man should be shown at their 10th anniversary event that is happening on June 27th live stream. That one. Facts, says Wikipedia. So,
we need the facts.
half facts. Could be facts, mostly facts. Yeah, because I've been wanting to read Chainsaw Man, but because I know an anime's coming, I would much rather just watch the anime. I want the visuals. It's kind of like Dora Hedora. Like, yes, I would love to read the manga, but also Mappa gave me dope ass visuals. So, and okay, go ahead.
No, I'm getting I'm on another website, and I'm seeing Demon Slayer as summer 2021. What the fuck?
Excuse me, it's not on Mal. Mal is the end all be all for anime news. So if it's not on my anime list, is it even real?
It's fan produced.
What? It's what? Excuse me, what did you just say? Did you say fan produced?
It's yeah, the news has been released by
okay.
Some random fan.
I thought you meant the anime, and I was like, what?
A neckbeard.
Oh, of course. Always one of those.
All right, Dan. So you better be right, because I'm gonna stab you.
Ooh.
If you're wrong.
I just typed in Demon Slayer anime. I meant to type in season 2.
When are we getting more Attack on Titan?
Never.
I'm getting confused with those dates. The dates for that show were supposed to be 2022.
Yeah,
right?
that should be winter 2022.
Yes. Okay. I'm confused.
It says were you on nme.com/news? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe this. Only because there was news of a popular anime that was called Komi-san Can't Communicate, and there was a release. I think there was a Twitter post of them getting an anime adaptation, which everyone has been wanting an adaptation of this manga for so long. They were like mad that Uzaki and Nagatoro got anime adaptations before Komi-san did, and the news was later confirmed by actual news sources that was going to be true, but only after like a week or so after. So can't believe everything you see on the interweb,
That's true. I'm ready for more Baki though on Netflix.
We gotta up our Netflix anime review game. I don't think we've only done one this year.
They were falling behind last year.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna do Beastars season 2 as soon as it drops on Netflix. It's supposed to be July.
That is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Along with Otakon.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Otakon. I think it's going to be weird. I'm excited to see the weirdness that is a con, the first con back after COVID.
Yeah, we have to take video and audio recordings. I'm going to walk around with a recorder and just ask people, why are you here? Do you have your vaccine?
Yeah, so I guess that's a hot topic, isn't it? Masks and vaccines and all that around that many people.
Yeah, I want to talk about anxiety, social anxiety outside of the house, because I've been meeting with people that are friends and I've been fine with it. Dan, you're here. We went to Round One arcade. I was fine in that situation.
I went to Round One last night.
What?
And look what I
tried.
got.
We saw you walking.
I got Kiro from Cardcaptor Sakura. I got Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura, and I got Shaoran. I'll post these in the Discord later. But if you want the video right now, you can see my cutie little keychain guys that I got. These are all from Clear Card.
Good score.
Cardcaptor is my Sailor Moon. Like, I fucking love Cardcaptor. But anyway.
Yeah, so
went to
like going to the arcade, that's fine. And as far as going out to like eat at a restaurant, we did some ramen. It was fine for the most part, but just being around people that I don't know, it just I don't know. I'm having an issue more so than I thought. Like I kind of want to be in quarantine still. My mind is still in quarantine mode. Does that make sense?
Interesting. Yeah.
Do you feel
that
do you feel this way
makes
because
sense.
do you feel this way because of COVID, or because now that you've had such a prolonged period of isolation, that's what you're used to and you're still adjusting to having people around?
Yeah, I think it's adjusting, going back to quote unquote normal life, doing normal things. And I mean, I've always been more of a shut in, or at least introverted, but I think it just seems the social anxiety just seems much higher. And I think it's it should be a slow process for some people, and for others it's fast. But we've got a few months before Otakon. I'm just wondering how I'm gonna handle that amount of people, and maybe not a lot of people will go. Maybe it will be like half, half capacity or whatever.
I think it's.
I think
like
that.
half capacity.
Yeah, I think there.
Okay.
I mean, we all here in this little bubble, we're all fully vaccinated. I still wear masks going into stores, even if stores don't require masks anymore, because I don't know what the fuck you got. But yeah, so I still am doing the same things that I would do during quarantine. I'm just allowed to do them because stores are open. So like I'm allowed to go to a store now. And I'm allowed to go to the arcade now because everything's open. But I think all of the things that I've done during quarantine, like sanitizing my hands very often instead of, like washing my hands all the time, sanitizing when I cannot wash, those are things that I don't think I will ever stop doing now, because I'm so used to doing it. And it makes sense to me. Like, I don't know why we weren't doing it before, you know what I mean? But I feel like I'm almost back to normal as far as like my routines. Like I don't go out with people a lot, but I do go out to stores. I do go shopping a lot. And I don't know. I think the convention is going to be at half capacity. I think the only reason why they're holding it is because if they don't, they lose out on a ton of money and they might go under. So like I don't think not having the convention this year is an option for them. So whoever goes. But I think we're going to be at half capacity, and I think that there's going to be reduced hours at Otakon, so that's none of this like sitting around the convention until 3 a.m., 4 a.m., kind of thing. So I think our convention experience, like altogether, is going to be extremely different than it has been in the past, because we were allowed to roam and like stay up until really late. The panels were until really late, and now they're going to have like specific cleaning time. So the panels and any of their programming probably isn't going to run past like 9 or 10. So I think it'll be like convention situation light. I feel like there's going to be a lot of time to like sit back in your hotel room and process. You know what I mean? There's going to be time where you could probably take a nap if you were feeling weird about situations, because I don't, who knows, actually. I don't know. What if the programming's like not great? You know what I mean? There's not going to be any international guests.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to see how the programming's going to fare.
Yeah, there's not going to be international guests. I'm going to assume that all of the panel rooms and viewing rooms are going to be set up for social distancing. I don't know how Artist Alley and the dealer's room will go, because those are usually like high volume, like high traffic areas.
Yeah. I mean, the regulations in DC are basically open. Like as of this summer, everything, all the restrictions have been lifted for the most part.
Okay.
So does that apply? How does it apply to this situation in this state, or rather in the district, which is trying to become a state? Yeah, I don't know. It's probably, Anime News Network had a poll that I looked at, and it wasn't very good in the sense of people who they asked people if they would attend a convention, and one was like, would you attend Otakon? And it was pretty low, like 30-40% said they would attend. It was just, I think the people seemed like they were interested in it, but they would not actually attend a convention. And there was no cap on this, so there was like 34,000 the previous year that went. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 15,000 or less.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so empty if that's the case. Can you imagine? Like Otakon is like packed. And even the Baltimore convention, when they were at Baltimore Convention Center, like you could not move in Otakon.
Yeah,
And then they upgraded to the DC convention hall that's like, I feel like twice as big, and it's still pretty crowded. I hope it's not sad. That's my issue. I'm okay with I don't know, going to a convention, like whatever, like the social part. But like if the vibes are sad and depressing, like I'm gonna be that's what's gonna make me lose my mind. That's what's gonna make me have anxiety, is if the vibe is all like doom and gloom, because like the point of going to convention is to get hype on anime and to get hype with, fellow people who like the same things that you do. But if it's not hype, I'm gonna be so depressed.
Well, you think people have been, sort of shut in for so long? I think people might be ready to just go nuts. And there's no dance this year.
Yeah.
So we'll have to make our own dance in our hotel room.
Yeah, well, we got, and pat your girl on the back over here. I was like, you know what? I don't even care if it's canceled next year. If it's canceled, I don't have to pay for the hotel anyway. But I set an alarm and I got us the hotel room that's attached to the convention center, so we don't even gotta leave. Boom. Because I was like, nice. I want that nice ass hotel room. I don't want to have to walk 3 blocks to put all my stuff down and walk back.
Truth.
So I think it'll be convention situation light. I think there's going to be a lot of downtime, a lot of like chilling in the hotel room, honestly.
Is the hotel pool going to be open?
There's a pool?
I don't know.
I would imagine so.
Oh, okay. I might have to get a bathing suit.
Dan's like, we're spending all day at the pool.
Yeah, well, that's what we think about.
We have
plenty of time to chill at the hotel room. Like, okay, like that. Why we should go hang out at the pool and stuff.
Yeah, we can go to the museums down in.
We can go to the aquarium and hang out with the otters. We can schedule an otter encounter.
Really? Is that a thing you can schedule?
Well, I don't know if you can do it in DC, but you can do it in other ones. I was looking it up this morning because I saw a Twitter post of this lady taking the temperature of a sea otter, and the sea otter.
Oh, I saw that too. The sea otter was like
so fucking cute.
Yeah, very cute.
And at the Baltimore Zoo, you can schedule a penguin encounter, which like fucking cute as shit too.
Cool. That's cool.
Otters, I don't think you guys understand. Like otters are my favorite. And I didn't know that you could schedule an encounter with one, and like, I want to do that.
Yeah, we got to do this.
You can do it in Atlanta. You can do it in Virginia, and Georgia is in. Okay, yeah, and Virginia, and I don't know where else, but Florida, we can do it.
It's cute.
What are we waiting for?
I want to do that.
How much this thing?
I want to see some penguins.
You want penguins? Do you like the penguins?
I want some penguins. I want some pens.
There's a lot of pens at the Baltimore Zoo.
Okay, well, are you cosplaying?
You know what? I texted my mom because I was like, conventions are happening. I had a year and a half to work on cosplays, and I didn't.
You do it.
Cosplay. So I texted my mom. My mom retired last year, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, if I buy all the supplies, will you make me my cosplays?
Hell yeah.
And she said yes. And I was like, hell yeah. Now all my gears are turning. I'm like, what can I cosplay? There's a lot of conventions happening in October that I'm trying to table at for Lewd Drip. And one of them is an anime tattoo convention. And I'm like, if it's during Halloween, I kind of want to do a Halloween version of Megumin from Konosuba because she already has like a witch hat situation anyway. So like a Halloween version of her costume would be really freaking cute.
Bring it.
And I want to do I from Wonder Egg because obviously I have her hairstyle already, so easy peasy. Just a
we
hoodie
didn't
and
mention
shorts.
that. We didn't mention the special edition episode, did we? Did we cover that?
Well, we didn't like super talk about it. I just announced that we were going to do a watch party for it. So if you want to come and watch it with us, you can join our Discord, and I will figure out a time when the most people can attend because I don't want to exclude anyone. It might not be the day that it releases because that's my sister's birthday. And I'm getting my license renewed because it's expired. So it won't be like the release date, but it'll be somewhere around then. Which is June 30th, if anyone was wondering, because I keep saying the release date, but it's June 30th is when it airs in Japan. I'm going to assume they're going to simulcast it.
1 hour special.
Oh, baby. Do you think there's going to be special announcements at Otakon? Like industry panel stuff?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think the program is going to be whack, but I'm anxious to be proven wrong.
Watch it be like the most loaded schedule.
Yeah,
that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I've been harassing them about tabling because I'm sure that there are people that have dropped out of it, and I'm sure they have open spots, and I want one for Lewd Drip, and I want one real bad, but nobody is getting back to me about it. So
I have 2 guests now. Joe Zieja and Laura Post.
Only
you dub?
2?
2 voice actors, right?
2 voice actors.
Okay.
That's a start. They kind of like they open the floodgates like a week or 2 before the actual convention.
I feel like they're just like, okay, shit, we got to put on a convention. Here we go. Speed mode. Put a convention on.
Yeah, do you think they were planning like normal for the last year?
So I've like volunteered for a convention before, and I don't know. Otakon seems like a different kind of beast.
Because you can't just plan something this large like 2 months ahead of time.
Yeah,
it's got to be really really far ahead. Especially with the Japanese guest.
Well, yeah, because they're not going to be able to have any because of all the travel restrictions.
And yet they want to have the Olympics still.
They trying to have the Olympics too?
Yeah, but there's huge protests about that in Japan right now. It's a very popularly disputed. It's a very unpopular stance the government's taken to try to have the Olympics. I think most Japanese people don't want the Olympics to happen because of COVID.
Yeah, they keep going on lockdowns. They get like 30 cases and they're like, nope, get back in your houses.
Yeah. I think it's very classically American that we were doing so shitty and like unable to keep people locked down and what's the word I'm looking for? Well, yeah, we were like unable to stop the spread of coronavirus because nobody will do anything that remotely inconveniences themselves. But then after a certain point, we were like, aha, we have tons of money and manufacturing capability, and we just made all the vaccines really, really quickly and vaccinated everyone like in the snap of a finger, and then it's like, okay, we're done now, back to normal. The rest of the world, who has been trying really hard to stifle this stuff, is like slowly vaccinating. But
maybe that's why it feels weird, because like, yeah, I'm vaccinated, but the world is still dealing with this, specifically not in the US. Like, this is still a real issue, and we're all like, yeah, beach, let's go to convention. I'm not saying I'm not going. I'm just saying,
Yeah, they're at fully vaccinated. They're at 5.4 million people, which is only 4.3% of the population. And that's nothing. It's a drop
of the world.
No, just in Japan.
Oh, just in Japan. Oh, okay. Only 5% vaccination rate in Japan.
4.3.
4.3%. Where are we at? US is way over 50%. Right?
Yeah, I mean the world is at 6.2%. So that's we're still like trotting along very slowly.
So this Google search tells me that we are at 44% vaccination within the US. And global average, we're saying, is more like 5%. So
get your vaccines, people, even if you don't want it.
Who doesn't want to be magnetic?
I wanted a microchip. I was hoping for it. I would like what's that lady? Scarlett Johansson. What's her thing where she unlocks like 10% of the other 90% of her brain? What's that movie called?
Resident Evil?
No, it's where she gets drugs put in her. She's like trafficking drugs through her body, and the thing explodes, and all the drugs go into her at once, and then it unlocks.
SLC Punk?
No. Her name is Scarlett Johansson.
I'm just saying that's what happens in SLC Punk.
Oh, really? Well, okay, so she unlocks.
That had a lot of acid in his leg, and like in his
no,
pocket,
this is a bag of pills in her tummy or butthole. I can't remember. I wanted that to happen. I was like, damn. I can't get that. Like, I can't unlock my the rest of the 80% because I don't got 10%. I have to fuck that part up.
Black Widow?
Yes.
I think it's Lucy.
Oh, no, it's Lucy. It's that. Yep, it's that one.
Ghost in the Shell?
No.
Unlocking all of her power.
Hot take. I enjoyed the Ghost in the Shell live action.
Yeah, I remember that.
I like seeing
that is a hot take.
In real life.
That's scorching.
I know. I thought
like the power of the sun with that one.
That was good. It was like Alita.
You know what they are bringing back to Otakon that I'm really excited about?
The formal dance.
No.
Oh.
Mystery anime
theater.
Science theater. Yes.
Ooh, okay.
The old school. Watching some shit anime and cracking on it.
Oh, hell yeah. Are they going to have some kind of movie premiere or something like that? Those are my favies. I love the Kite movie premiere. I loved the JoJo Bizarre Adventure season 3 premiere. The Promare premiere. That's my shit. That's what I go to conventions for. The atmosphere, baby.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Belle?
Oh, okay.
The new Hosada movie?
Okay.
Maybe. That could be a good contender.
I think that energy is a little
a little weak.
a little mellow for me. The JoJo's energy was real hype, and I was like, "Bitch, I gotta watch this." 8 years later.
8 years later, it's time.
I got some sneaks. You want to see my sneaks?
Yeah. What cool sneakers did you get?
Okay, so
I'm a sneaker guy. You're
a sneaker. Now you're a sneaker guy because you're getting $300 Yeezys. So these shoes are Adidas NMD R1 V2s, and they're in solar yellow, so neon yellow.
Oh, sick! Sounds cool.
Can we even see them?
Damn! Those look cool.
Glowing.
They
glowing
are
on that screen.
Yeah.
Fuck.
My camera's having to adjust. Here we go.
Yeah.
Look at the cloud. It's so cute. Okay, so the Adidas logo is like puffy cloud situation, cartoony cloud.
Huh.
It's really cool. And it comes with this little thing here, a little shoelace accessory. And I was searching everywhere for these because the men's version is so much cooler. The stripes are like outlined in like silver, a silver situation, and it has a bunch of like stuff on the front of it. But the logos on it are a lot bigger, and there's like an Adidas logo here. But they don't make the shoe any smaller than a men's 7 and or 7.5, and I'm like a men's 6.5. So I couldn't even get the men's version, which I think is rude, Adidas. I think it's rude because the men's version is so much cooler. But I had to drive all the way out to Marley Station to get those because everywhere else was sold out of men's and women's. I had to have the neon though. That's my favorite color right now. I can't even. I'm about to change my hair, but I'm gonna wait till Otacon's over.
Hell yeah.
They look good.
Worth the effort. It looks awesome.
Right?
It was a good find.
If you check out the video, you can see. Maybe I'll post them in the Discord if y'all really don't care. I mean, but you should post your Yeezys. Your Yeezys.
I might post my Yeezys.
These are I think this is the most expensive pair of shoe I've ever bought.
Hell yeah.
Actually, one time, okay, so second most expensive because I did buy a pair of Doc Martens from the Doc Martens store, which I would never do ever again, but they were $140. And these were $140.
Yeah. Boots are always more expensive too.
Who is?
Boots,
yeah. I usually buy my Doc Martens from eBay, from resale, from people who they wear the shoe twice and they're like, ow, it hurts my feet, I don't like these anymore, and then I'll get them for like $50.
Yeah, but those boots are really supposed to last, right? It's
about
durability. You're getting what you pay for.
I've had 3 pair so far. I've had the original ones, which I got like in Chicago because we went to Chicago for an anniversary, and we were going in November. In November in Maryland is pretty mild, so I didn't think anything of it. And then the last day we were there, I had a fucking blizzard, and I was walking around Chicago in literally like Keds, like fake Keds, like the worst shoe possible. So I got a pair, and then I got a bunch for work. The shiny black, whatever it is. What's it called? Pleather? A shiny
plastic leather?
Yeah, that.
Leather.
Those fell apart real quick. If Otakon has video games though, I'm gonna catch me at that Waka machine all day.
Walking Fuss?
The Waka one.
Walking Foos?
You know the one.
Describe it to me.
It's the one that looks like a DJ circle.
Oh, yeah.
Where you go around the whole circle.
Yes. Sign me up. There better be a hand sanitizer next to each arcade game because people put slapping their hands everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more silent scope style games, more sniper games. They got the one up at round 1 that I like to play when I go to.
Tomb Raider?
No. Bones Collective. I think it might be called.
Oh, like the movie?
No. You mean the Nicolas Cage movie where he's like an ambulance driver? No, that's definitely not related to that movie.
Oh, okay.
And it's a sniping arcade game. We got the like scope and sniper rifle, but in Bone Collector or Bones or whatever it's called, you're like some young person with like Attack on Titan style omnidirectional gear, and you like leap around the city and like snipe at people.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to pick that up while you were in town, Dan, at round 1. Next time, we'll go back up. So, yeah, conventions are coming up. If you are going to a convention, join our Discord and let us know which one if you're going or not. If you
So we
hate
can,
conventions,
so that we can make sure you appropriately sanitize, get vaccinated, wash your hands around us, and wear your mask in our presence.
No.
If you want to meet us, these are requirements. Yes.
I need to see your vaccination card, please. No, but I am interested to know who is going, and if you're going, and if you're not going, I'd like to know why. Not on just on a personal want to know why level.
Yeah, I'm down to meet people. If you want to meet up.
Oh yeah, we could host a meetup if you join the Discord though.
I don't know how, like,
I'm gonna plug the Discord as much as possible because now Christella talks and someone else talks to me and I love it, and so now everyone needs to join so that I can talk to them.
Yeah, Discord meetup makes sense to me. I don't know how else we would orchestrate such a meetup, but
It would be can I say fans? Can I say that we have fans?
yeah,
The fans want to meet us,
followers.
fans.
yeah, but wouldn't they like just get on the Discord to like?
I mean, there's
sort of suss this out.
Otaku also has a message board.
Yeah.
You can post as well. That's just one
Oh,
way.
dude, maybe we should just act like we have tons of fans. They're super cool, and just like post on the message board, like Otaku Host Club.
Yeah, yes,
hang out over
absolutely.
here.
We should always pretend that we have more people that like us than we do, in all instances.
Yeah.
That's why when you submit the panel application, you should be like, the fucking best podcast, the most popular podcast on Apple Music. We're in top 30 one time when we posted Beastar's episode.
If anyone's listening to this, go to our go to Otakon. The 10 people who are listening to this right now.
We might host a meetup. I think if we don't get a panel, we should do a live podcast situation.
Something to think about.
I'm not opposed to it, but I mean, do we just like sit off to the side and talk shit about the passerbys?
Yep, and then we can invite passerbys on. I can send you a podcast where people do that, and it's really funny. But yes.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is our next engagement to our listeners, because we, if Otakon's total shit, we can just trolling people.
Yes, I am a troll at heart, baby. Let me at them.
And then we'll invite people on to troll about other people, or just to troll in general.
We can have them roast our Mal scores. You guys would have to score stuff. But
I put scores where it matters.
We said where it matters. Okay. Also, your Mal says that you're watching this anime called Kyoso Giguk or something. Gig.
Yeah.
Or something.
I've been intending to start watching it.
Why didn't you release that information in the beginning of the podcast?
Because I haven't started watching it yet.
Also, where's your profile pic at, Dan? You gotta put some kind of anime character if you're not gonna put a real pic.
He doesn't have a Discord picture either, so
I know both.
Why start now?
Yeah,
they're all right. Both of them are question marks.
All right, I'll find a reasonable picture and put them on up there.
Yeah.
On Mal, I gave Legends of the Galactic Heroes a 10 out of 10, and I gave One Piece a 10 out of 10. So I don't know how much more. So the only score's really worth mentioning.
Oh. Hilarious. All right, well, I think that's it for this episode. We've been a little rambly, huh? Maximum sidetrack.
So our next episode is about what?
Vivi. Okay, next episode will be about Vivi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, way too long, Dan.
I will start it. My emotional state is stronger than it was.
He also has to start Junji Ito collection too.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Yeah.
Junji
all
Ito
good.
is like a real easy watch, just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But we already know that it sucks. So how much critical engagement, and active watching do I need to give it?
I think it's more about the friends that we meet along the way here. I think that's the situation.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I talk good. I can find my way out of
I'm
this.
talking good. I'm excited to record though.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Look forward to those 2 episodes.
I'll be
in the
like,
near
the
future.
boys are back in town, The gang's back together.
The boys are back in town.
Boys are back in town. Yeah. It's for our ASMR listeners out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in this episode of
Haru said.
Haru meowing.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Well, see you in the next one. Peace.
Otskare. We hope you enjoyed that episode of the Otaku Host Club podcast. If you want to be a part of the conversation or participate during episodes, hop on into our Discord server. The invite link should be in the show notes of wherever you're listening to this on. Or you can head on over to our website, otakuhostclub.com, where you'll find links to previous episodes, as well as our Instagram at Otaku Host Club, and our YouTube channel, where we put out video versions of episodes after they hit Spotify. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.